Okay, here we have a 1999 Buick Regal with a 3.8 liter, and this has a check engine light on. And when I put the computer on it to find out what's going on with it, it actually comes up with a P0141, which is an O2 heater circuit bank 1 sensor 2, and bank 1 sensor 2 is the one that's after the catalytic converter. So let me just show you how you would check this. Okay, we have the car running now, and most of the time whenever it's a 141, usually it just means the sensor is no good, but I just want to show you how it should be switching. And you can see how bank 1 sensor 1 is switching just as supposed to, from rich lean, and back and forth, and you can see sensor 2 is switching very sluggishly. So we're going to remove the sensor, put a new one in, and I'll show you how that's done. Okay, now that we have the car up on the lift so you can see it, the sensor is right back here behind the catalytic converter. Bank 1 sensor 1 on this particular car is up in the front of the pipe that connects up to the front of the engine, and the sensor number 2 is the rear one that's after the catalytic converter. So a couple of different tools you can use to take it out. They make quite a few different ones. You can use a socket that is specifically made to fit around the O2 sensor. You can use a wrench if you can fit a wrench on it. The one I like the best is this one here because it has lots of different angles on it. So let me show you how it works and how to take it out. First thing I'm going to do is we're going to remove this harness up in here. Let me show you. We have to unplug this plug back inside here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get a pair of needle nose pliers and just squeeze that to get it out. You just squeeze these little tabs together. And then we're just going to unplug it from right back here. And you just lift this tab up and you just pull it, and you can remove it like that. And what I was telling you about this tool here, I like this because you go up and over the top of the wiring like this, and you just break it loose, take it out, and then you just unscrew it out by hand. Okay, and that's the old sensor, and we'll get the new one now, and I'll show you how to put that back in right now. Okay, now that we got the replacement sensor, you're going to see that the sensor comes with a little tube of like anti-seize to put on there, and what that does, it makes it a little bit easier for it to be screwed in. So basically you just take the sensor out, take a little bit of the lube that they have, and put just a very little bit on the threads. Doesn't have to be a lot, just a little bit. All right, just a little bit on there like that. And then you just put it up inside here, and you screw it in only by hand. You don't put the wrench on it until after you've got it caught, and turn it down all the way as far as it can go. And you just keep rocking it back and forth, and it turns all the way down. And then once it comes in contact with the exhaust, you just put your tool back on it, whichever one you choose to use, and you just snug it down. Doesn't have to be real tight. You just have to compress that that washer that's on there. That's it. And 2 sensors in. And you take your plug, reconnect it to the existing harness, and remember that pin that we took out right there? You're going to put it back through here so that it comes back down where it's supposed to, and it locks in place. And then you just tuck your wiring in so that it's not laying on the catalytic converter, and that's it. You're all set. We lower it down, start it up, and we'll see how it switches. Okay, now that we have it back down on the ground, we're going to start the car up and let it run, and we'll watch to make sure that the O2 is switching as it's supposed to. So let me start it up, and we'll let it warm up a little bit, and I'll be right back. Okay, we just got it started now, and we're just going to let it run for a little bit, just to watch the O2 sensor switching. So we're going to let it warm up a little bit, and then we'll come right back. But already you can see that that it's switching much better than it was before. So let it warm up a little bit, and we'll come right back. Okay, here we are back now. After it's warmed up a little bit, you can see that the O2 sensor is switching rich and lean just as it's supposed to, both sensors. So that's it. We're pretty much all set. We're going to take the car out, drive it, make sure we're okay, and we're on to the next one. All right, see you next time. Thanks for watching.